I'm going to walk you through how to use Social Video Suite. So right now, the first thing that you have to do is select a template that you would like to edit. Double-click and launch PowerPoint. Click on Select, and then Selection Pane to open up all the layers. There you can see the different layers on each slide. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's now go ahead and click on the animation pane so we can see also the different types of effects that are included in that slide. Now, let's go ahead and change this video right here, and let's select that layer as well. To do so, let's go ahead and select a video from our video library. Let's click and drag that video into PowerPoint. The goal here is to replace the existing video with a new one. Let's drag that new video down to the layer right next to the old video. And let's go ahead and trim that video. You see, we could choose which parts of the video we would like to show on each slide. To trim the video, click on Playback after selecting that video layer, and then click on Trim Video. There you can drag and drop the marker as to what selection of the video you would like to choose and play for that particular slide. You could select where it starts and where it ends. Then you could play the selection that you've chosen. Click OK when you're done. Right after inserting the video and choosing the selection that you'd like to play, let's go ahead and rename that layer. Then let's click on the old video. Let's click on Animations and then Animation Painter to copy the effect of the old video and paste it on the new video. Then we could delete the old video layer. Now let's go ahead and check the other layers here. The next layers are the text and of course the shapes. Let's go ahead and click and drag this area and let's move it somewhere in the center. Right after that, we could already edit the text. Let's click on Home and let's click on the character spacing. And then right after that, let's change the font color. And let's add some shadow. And let's click on Format and Shape Fill to change the color. Right after that, let's go ahead and change the font style. Let's also adjust some spacing here. Then let's click on Animations and let's preview the slide. Let's now go to the next layer. Let's click on the shape. Then let's click on Format. Then let's change the shape fill. After changing the color, let's go ahead and click on Preview again. If you're happy with how you've edited the first slide, let's now go to slide number 2. You can see the layers here on the right again, and you have here your font or your text, you have here your shape, and then you have a video again. So let's go ahead and modify the font or the copy and the text. So let's click here and let's try to change the shape's background. Let's go to Format and then Shape Fill. Let's go to Home and let's choose a color for the text. And then let's modify the font style. Let's add some shadow. And let's go to the next layer. Let's click on it. Let's go to Format. Let's go to Shape Fill to change the color of that shape. Now we've already modified 2 layers. Then let's click on Animations and Preview to see how it looks like. Let's go back to slide number 1 and let's modify the font style. So let's click on that layer and let's choose a font. Let's extend this shape a little bit. And let's align it. Let's go back to slide number 2 and then let's also adjust the font here. And let's take a look at the layers. Let's preview it. Let's move on to slide number 3. Again, you can see all the layers here on the right, so you can select them and you can hide them. Let's change the shape fill of this one by clicking on Format again and choosing the correct shape color for the shape fill. And then let's try to click on the other layers. And let's change the shape fill of the other layers as well. Same thing, click on the layer first, and then click on Format, and then Shape Fill. Let's preview it, so we'll have an idea of the transitions. If you're happy with what you did with slide number 3, let's now move on to slide number 4. Again, slide number 4 has different layers on the right. You have here your text or your call to action, and then you can also insert your website URL below. Let's modify the call to action. Let's change the shape fill by going to Format and then clicking on Shape Fill and selecting a color that you'd like. Then let's click on the next layer and change the color of that layer as well. Let's click on Preview to take a look. So now you have all your slides here with different layers on the right. And let's hide some of the layers so that we can see how our slides actually look like. So before you export them, make sure to click on Show All so that all the layers are visible. When you're done, you have to save your changes. All you have to do is click on File and then Save. Once you're done saving your file, don't forget to export your video by clicking on File, Export and Create a Video. Choose the size that you like, type the file name, and save. And you're done!